During a recent podcast recording with Trevor Noah, Prince Harry found himself in an uncomfortable situation as the audience reacted with a mix of boos and chants of disapproval. This unexpected backlash painted a clear picture of the shifting public sentiment towards Harry, who has struggled to redefine his identity outside the royal family. The tension was palpable as the hostile response echoed the growing discontent among the public, who increasingly view Harry as a figure detached from his royal roots. Central to this shift in perception is Meghan Markle's influence on Harry. Often seen as the driving force behind many of Harry's controversial decisions, Meghan has polarized public opinion with her outspoken nature and frequent clashes with traditional expectations. Her tendency to make bold, often divisive statements has not only put her in the spotlight but also cast a shadow over Harry, who is frequently perceived as being under her sway. This dynamic has led to criticisms of Harry's independence, with many feeling he has lost his authenticity and become a puppet in Meghan's larger narrative. Harry's attempt to carve out his own path outside the royal family is met with skepticism. His every move is scrutinized, and his motives are constantly questioned. To the public, it often seems as if Harry's decisions are less about his personal growth and more about aligning with Meghan's ambitions. This perception was amplified during the podcast, where the audience's boos seemed fueled by more than just Harry's words that day. It was a visceral response to the broader controversies and scandals that have plagued the couple in recent years. The hostility Harry faced is rooted in recent revelations and actions that have disappointed many of his former admirers. From public feuds with the royal family to accusations of hypocrisy regarding privacy and media scrutiny, Harry and Meghan have frequently found themselves at odds with the public. Meghan's ventures, such as her lifestyle brand launch, have often been met with ridicule, seen as shallow attempts to capitalize on her royal fame without genuine substance or connection. Harry, by association, is viewed as complicit in these pursuits, unable to escape the shadow of Meghan's controversial public persona. The audience's reaction at the podcast was not just about Harry, it was a broader commentary on the perceived betrayal of his royal heritage. For many, Harry's departure from the royal family was more than a personal decision. It was a rejection of the values and responsibilities he was raised to uphold. The boos represented a collective disappointment from a public that once held him in high regard as the rebellious yet relatable prince. Now, that image is tarnished, replaced by one of a man who appears lost and adrift, struggling to find his place in a world that once adored him. As Harry and Meghan continue to navigate their complex relationship with public opinion, their future remains uncertain. They are caught in a relentless cycle of media scrutiny and public judgment, where every misstep is magnified and every decision is questioned. The podcast incident serves as a stark reminder of the challenges they face, a public that is no longer charmed by their story but rather disillusioned and weary of their ongoing saga. The road ahead for Harry and Meghan will not be easy. They are tasked with the formidable challenge of rebuilding their public personas in a world that seems increasingly unforgiving.